Yo?
I went to Mexico for 72 hours and I almost didn't come back. Growing up, I was either too brown to hang out with the white kids or too white to hang out with the brown kids. Nothing ever felt like home. You don't ever really feel at home because you never really know what you are. So being able to come back for 72 hours, it felt like coming home. The amount of love and pride everyone had for their homes and each other, it's that sense of community you don't really get back home. I was in a small little pueblo, at least 3 hours away from any other type of civilization, and all you could hear was the laughter of the kids in the street, the sound of freshly killed cecina sizzling on the grill. Every day was a fiesta, but more so celebrating life than anything. Every corner I turned was full of art and history with stories waiting to be told. Every neighborhood was full of different, vibrant colors and no two houses looked the same. Every 5 seconds I was distracted by a stray dog or cat just hoping I could save it. But you can't because there's too many, so you go back to your cafecito the very next day and you find the beauty that lies in everything else, like the little tiendita that my boyfriend's grandparents run. And as you could guess, we had the freshest meat every single day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And yes, it was meat that was killed that very same day. And it was truly just a family working, doing their daily work. They took me in and treated me like family, which I'll forever be thankful for. We also got to visit this place called the Zufari, which was basically a drive-through zoo. We got to get out, walk around, feed the animals. It really felt like I spent the day with National Geographic.
Estos son los que más me caen bien.
No te puedo dar la mano.
Tito, ya me lo voy a llevar a la casa.
They're like, bitch. Alright, let's plug that way.
Chilling with the homies.
Mira. Le doy poquito porque son bien dragones y comen.
The capybaras were hands down the best part. They were literally just big, hairy, rodent-style puppies. I personally feel like I bonded with this one. I believe he imprinted on me. You know when an animal can just sense you're a good person? Tell me he didn't realize my heart was pure. Whenever you put me around animals, it's gonna be a long, emotional day because I wanna love them all, I wanna save them all, I wanna bring them all home. Although this did remind me of the time that I had a rabbit in college and it was not the best decision. His name was Basil, but he ended up chewing every single wire in the house and I was stressed. It was nothing like this rabbit. Maybe it's because it was a Mexican. Even though I flew on a plane to get here, these last 72 hours in Mexico, my heart really felt like it was coming home. It felt like my heart was where it was supposed to be. I've already decided I'm going back in April for Semana Santa, so if you loved keeping up with me on Instagram the whole time I was gone, I'll be there for 10 days, so content's gonna be lit. Okay, like for now, let's start this vlog.
When I sleep, I'm Adam Sandler. In the streets, I'm Adriana Lima. Let's get into some skincare. Honestly, my skin... I just got back from a trip to Mexico not that long ago, maybe like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. And let me just say, when I was out there, dude, my health, I feel like, was peak. I didn't have any sort of bubble guts or any bloating, any tummy problems. My skin was really clear. I didn't have any, crazy acne or crazy breakouts. And all of my poops were regular. That's crazy. Like the whole time, because we were eating the freshest food that you could get. It was like the fresh kill of the day, right? Like the cow that they slaughtered that morning. I know that sounds kind of scary, but in Mexico, that's just how it is. The second I came back and I started eating regular food again, it didn't feel great. I felt like I was just super bloated immediately. My tummy was super hard. I was really gassy. And I don't think, I've obviously traveled before, but I don't think I've ever experienced, well, I don't travel abroad a lot, and it was such a significant difference that I immediately clocked it. I was like, oh my gosh, my body is immediately affected, by these different environments and by the different food. and by the food quality. And we went to visit my boyfriend's family, and they are in like a small little pueblo, dirt roads. They're like 3 hours away from the rest of civilization. We were only there. Oh shit. We were only there for a few days, but we stayed in Morelos, but we also were able to visit Yecapixtla, we went to Taxco, we were able to see Las Grutas. I went zip lining for the first time. Like, I don't know who I thought I was, but I want to do it again. It made me feel alive. And it was a great experience. I felt so much peace, you know? I'm sure if I was there like longer for a month or something, I'd start to get like, okay, I need to like contribute to society. I need to like help out on a farm or something. But for the few days that I was there, it was peace. It was tranquility. It was no craziness in the streets. You were just so far away from the hustle and bustle that all you had was just your family, the pueblo, the animals, the sounds, the nature. Like every single morning I would wake up. I should probably finish getting ready. Every single morning I would wake up and we would go sit outside, like on the little mesita outside of the store, because they had a little store, and we would just drink cafecito. And it was so great because it was like you had like a little conversation, right? Like about whether it was going to be about your day or what's going on. And then like as you're sitting there, other people who live in the pueblo will walk by and they'll come over, like whether they're there to buy stuff or they're there to like, I don't know, just hang out. Some people will have like, some people literally pulled up a chair and we poured them a cup of coffee, you know, and they were like chismeandoing with us. So that sort of culture, that sort of community is not super prevalent out here. And it did make me really sad because I don't even talk to my neighbors. I couldn't even tell you their names except for one. Like we just don't interact. We're not that block party neighbor. This was different. This was like, yes, they had a store, so you have to go and you're buying your things or whatever. The sense of community I felt just made me feel so at home, you know? Plus like, it was so nice speaking Spanish again every day. I definitely don't speak it as often as I should. My grandparents, I do speak to them in Spanish, but I don't talk to them every day. So I don't. So me and my boyfriend do like, we'll go out of our way to speak Spanish to each other, or, you know, make sure it's like not a forgotten language in the household, because I do want my kids to know Spanish. Today I'm just running errands and I have to go to the post office, I have to go grocery shopping, I have to like do some things around the house. It's one of those days that like you have a lot of stuff to get done and you don't want to do any of it because none of it is fun. We're not getting like too ready. Like I'm not going to do heavy makeup and I'm not going to put on like a super cute outfit, because it's my whole plan for the day is get ready, do all these things, check off the boxes, right? Like of my to-do list. And then when I come home, I want to clean as like hard as I can and like have the most intense everything shower, but that's like only if I'm back in time to clean everything and get everything that I want done. Because I'm so determined to not go into 2025 with a messy house, because that's immediately going to be a reflection of my mind and how I'm operating. So I need peace. Like I want to start out with a peaceful environment, you know what I mean? So I'm using the Ilia, what is this? Super Serum Skin Tint. The one drawback of this, I'll say, is the smell. I'm not a huge fan of the smell. It definitely does smell like a little bit more chemically than I would like, but I'm sure it's very good for you, so it's fine. But anyway, how was everyone's Christmas? What did you guys do? Honestly, I feel like the older that I get, Christmas just kind of like turns into a normal ass day. Nothing crazy, nothing special. I almost forgot Christmas was a thing this year. Not to mention it fell on a Wednesday? So we had to go back to work the day after. It just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. Oh, I got on my eye. Oh, I got on my eye. Oh, I got on my eye. It's my left eye too. That's what I get for like not covering my hair and doing my normal. I normally like put a hood on or something and then I cover my hair before I spray, but I didn't. I was like, I can just, it's fine. I'm not like really getting ready to. Anyways, skin is skinning. Skin looks like skin. That's what I wanted. I just wanted it to look like skin. All right, like I'm not really going in with a crazy eye makeup look. I don't even know if I'm gonna do mascara. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe something natural. On my lips, I'm using the K Skin Lip Mask. I love this. I paired this with my topical Slick Salve. This is the Makeup Forever Artist to Go palette in 600 Anywhere Caffeine. She cute. She was PR. I want the concealer one so bad, but I'm not trying to spend that money. This was a gift from Makeup Forever, so I love it. And I use it all the time, and I hold it very near and dear to my heart. So let's pray and manifest. Then in 2025, they send me the concealer. Putting eyeshadow over Taha lipstick has been one of my favorite hacks that I've always done since high school. Primarily because in high school, I hated having to always reapply. And this kind of just helped with that because I didn't have to anymore. Alright, and the hair was basically already done. I got it done a few days ago, and so it's still pretty fresh. Like, she still smells very new. And maybe some dry shampoo and then brush it out a little bit. But she's doing well. I think if anything, I'll hit up my bangs. I realized I'm running low on dry shampoo. I may have to add that to the list today. I was trying to avoid going to Target today because I know that I'll just spend money that I don't want to spend. Hopefully I don't find myself at Target, but also hopefully I do. My bangs are like gonna be like the nicest part about my hair. I got my hair done the other day, and I think this is like my favorite spot in life and like my hair journey that it's ever been. She's healthy, she's full, the color is great, because when I went 2 times ago, I got lowlights. I wanted something really subtle and discreet. Like I wanted it to be visible, but to look like I grew them myself. Like,
Is it natural or are those highlights? Like,
I wanted people to not be able to tell. I almost wanted them to look like just shadows in my hair. Like, you only see them when the light hits it a certain way. And she nailed it. She freaking nailed the color. And so I went back a few days ago to get my roots touched up because the grays were just graying. The grays were coming in love with it. I think she slayed. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. And I can't wait for it to get better, right? Like, as we progress, because she's gonna keep customizing the color, and you know, we toned it the last time too, so that way the lowlights, like, they were pulling a little, not necessarily orange, but they were pulling a little brassy, so she toned them down to make them more of a cool brown. And then when she did my roots to cover the grays, she brought down that dark brown, so that way they're like a little bit more faded, you know what I mean? So that way it doesn't grow out just like a harsh line. I think it's been great. Like, she's so sweet. Her name's Aubrey. She's so nice. She's so bubbly. Like, she's fun to kiki and chat with, and she slays my hair. So, and we're like working towards just like, I guess, the go-to for me. And you know, like, the more you work with your hairstylist or makeup artist or whoever, they understand your hair more and they understand your style more and how you like things. And so that's like where we're currently at, is we're building that. That's why I say that this visit with her was like the best one yet, because I think all of that learning each other just really came out in full force when she was like, yes bitch, I got you. And she did in fact have me. So this is the vibe. Pretty casual. I'm literally wearing sweatpants today, and I got this sweater from ASOS. I really loved it. It was like a little grandpa sweater, like with the plaid. Mira, I can mira. And it's so soft. The material is insanely soft. So I knew I was gonna be cozy in this. and I wanted to pair them with sweats, so these are from Elwood. I would buy more of these, but they're so freaking expensive. $75 for a single pair? Crazy. Because of the green on the sweater, it gave me an excuse to bust out my green New Balances. Whew. These are like one of my favorite New Balance shoes ever. They are... I have them linked in my like to know it, but I just am so obsessed with the color, and I'm so obsessed with that nappy suede. In the event that it is a little too cold outside, I think I'm gonna also bring this trench coat with me. It's from Abercrombie, but I love the color. It's like this gray green shade, but like very muted, very cool tone, and it's very me, like this green specifically. And I think it looks so good with the sweater because it has like hints of these different shades of greens within the same family. Not exactly matching this one, but close enough to where you know it's cohesive. You know it belongs.
Hey you guys, we came to Target. We just got here. I already did my returns. There was no way I was gonna film that. I had like 18 million things in my hand. I had to, you know, key it up with a girl at the UPS store. Her name is Cindy. We're tight. And she was like helping me finagle everything. We're playing 3D Tetris, you know what I mean? So now we're at Target. I don't need a lot of things here, but I get some of my dry goods here, like some like of the name brand things, like my creamer and things like that. Coffee. I for sure need toothpaste, and Misa needs razors, so we'll get him some razors. But I'm gonna grab like some things, and I kind of want to check out their clothing section and their shoe section just to see if they have any cute stuff there. I know everybody was like losing their minds over those faux fur coats from Target. Let's go. I've been kind of wanting some cheetah print shoes. I'm trying to be quiet so I'm discreet. I was also looking at they actually don't have my size, so it wasn't meant to be. Hello, hi, good morning. It is the next day, so let's beat this face. It is currently the weekend, and I have a fun little morning breakfast brunch day date plan with Bae. Pero like while we get ready, I figure we can answer some questions. Y que like number one, everybody always asks me, Julia, who is that random man in your videos? That is Misa. You can also call him Mr. Big Sis Julia or Mr. Julia, but his name is Misael, or Misa for short. And funny story, we actually met on set of a photo shoot. That's literally how we fell in love. We both worked for a really, really toxic company at the time, and kind of lucky enough to land in each other's laps. Pero like, mira, come closer. Let me tell you the real tea. I asked him out, okay? There is no shame in ever making the first move. It's a confident, sexy thing you can do as a woman. And clearly it worked because he is a good man, Savannah. He's actually a photographer, so he's really not one to be in front of the camera, which is why he's not really in my videos that much. But he is very supportive of everything I do, and we love that. Okay girls, now that the base is on, it's time to set it. And this is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. And yes, I do always look like a fool when I put my setting spray on. If you're not looking like an hermana from the iglesia, you're doing it wrong. After you spray, if you do have a little hand fan, highly recommend. Fan yourself after retinol, fan yourself after you wash your face, fan yourself after you act like Quasimodo because you look like a hunchback in your stupid little sweater hood. And when everything is dry, you will have the most set face in the world. Okay, so this next part, I've never actually seen anybody do this. Everybody typically does their eyebrows first, like as the first step in their makeup routine, but I don't do my eyebrows until my entire base is done and the setting spray is already dried. Like, I will not put setting spray over top of the brows until the entire face is done. Does that make sense? You get like, once the brows are done, then you can move on to the lips. And for the lips, all I really did was like a deeper lip liner, like a brown red tone. And then I'm going to go in with like a pH color changing lippy, make it like a little pink, and then top everything with my favorite tubing mascara right now is from M Cosmetics. You get like, now we just got to change and go on our Zate. It's time for breakfast. Again?
I think I'm gonna get
He needs to make sure he locked that.
the eggs with the toffee Nutella. Maybe I get like a snack on the side.
Ooh, I thought I was gonna snack.
Yeah, but I mean like, you know how your little cousin got like like ice cream
brownie.
for breakfast?
She got
Yeah.
the brownie crepe.
If I had space for that, I'll try that.
If I have space for that, I can meet her. Wow. Oh, it's packed. It's packed here. This is one of our favorite little cafes to go to. You can usually find us here every week, especially right after we go thrifting. I know a lot of couples say that you should schedule a date night like once a week or once a month or whatever they say. But when I tell you everything we do is a date, it's because it's true. Whether we're going to get cheesecake from a little cafe, or we're going to the gas station, or going to the grocery store, or we're going to the movies, we treat it like a date. I get cute, he gets ready, we share a milkshake or a piece of cake, and I look damn good doing it. It's that cutesy time together that's not at the house. Because for all the men out there who say, what do you mean we live together? What do you mean we never spend any time with each other? Living together does not count. Also, I just did my nails and I wanted to show you, and that was really all that was. And this bird came out of nowhere, so I felt like Snow White. But again, look at my nails. If you're wondering why I'm looking very señora today, it's because it's probably negative 87 degrees in my house right now. I don't know, for whatever freaking reason, my house gets no direct sunlight in the wintertime. So the months of November to January, maybe early February, it's freezing. It's literally an icebox. I wake up and I sit in front of the heater. And I don't want to do anything. I don't want to get ready. I don't want to get dressed. Because the second I derobe, I'm freezing. I got goosebumps everywhere. And then I had to shower this morning. So then I was even more cold because my hair was wet. So anyways, it's been really, really cold. And every single day, like, I'm in a hoodie and sweats. But we had to get a little cutesy for the video. But like, let me show you, okay? Because this isn't just any señora outfit. All right, let me take my handy dandy microphone. All right, you're gonna have to ignore the basura from my sweeping, because like At least y'all know I swept. You know? Look at this outfit, okay? Hold on. Let me remove my señora wrap. But look at her. Isn't she so cute? It's like, it's this suede, really soft material. It's a lounge set. It's a two-piece lounge set. The brand is Pretty Garden. They sell on Amazon, but I got this one specifically off of TikTok Shop. And I know, y'all are like, is that a scam? I thought so too. I don't get everything on there. I really don't. It's very select. But this, I typically make sure that there's an Amazon version of it, or that same product is also sold on Amazon, and then I read the reviews from there, because it's all the same shit. So y'all clearly already peeped that I had a little girly day, running girly little errands. Whoever decided that TJ Maxx and Target should be 5 to 8 minutes away from each other, I don't know if I want to thank you or tie you up and throw you in a dungeon, because every time I go to one, I have to go to the other. And every time I go, I can never leave just with the things I wanted to get, okay? There's never been an instance where I'm just getting what's on the list. You know what I mean? And I have no self-control. I'm okay with that. I accept that until you rub it in my face. Then you rub it in my face and I'm like, you didn't have to be all that. You know what I mean? So anyways, the first week after the new year is always one of the most depressing weeks for me. I know you're supposed to be like in the new year, new me mindset, but 9 times out of 10, like, I spend a lot of time reflecting on 2024 or the year previously, and just like reflecting on how I could have been better and how I could have grown and how I could have handled certain things differently. And that's not necessarily the best thing to do mentally. So for me, we'll get into the haul from my little girly day in a second, but I just wanted to kind of preface that by saying the immediate days after Christmas and New Year's, the immediate days into this new year, I've really tried to go easy on myself, and I've really tried to take in that free time and relax and enjoy my time with the people that I love or the things that I care about, doing what makes me happy. I've chosen to rest. I've chosen to tend to my home. I've chosen to do things that are self-helping and make me feel good. I've chosen to not necessarily work or be as driven these past 2 weeks because it's a vacation, right? Like, that's kind of how I've been treating it. I know everybody is like making these vision boards and we're ready and going to the new year. These are all my goals, and that's great. And I'm going to do that too, but not right away. Because I think for me personally, I need to really sit and reflect on not only the previous year, but realistically where I'm at now, right? Like the first day of January, the first week of January, where am I at mentally? Where am I at emotionally? Where am I at physically? And where do I want to be? So before I get into that whole vision board building, because that'll be the next video, don't you worry. But when I get into that and you go to start pulling inspo pieces, a lot of us tend to just like pull inspo pieces of pictures from this lavish lifestyle. Somebody traveling all the time, somebody going out with their friends all the time, or someone living in a giant skyrise penthouse, or whatever your goals are. And that's great, but I'd like this, at least for me, and I think you guys can benefit too, I'd like it to be a little bit more intentional, right? It's not necessarily, I want to have a certain amount of money saved up. Okay, cool, that's great. Or like, I want to be successful in my career. Like, that's also great, but let's get to the nitty gritty, okay? What are some things that you really feel that you could be working on right now? Or what are some of the things that you feel you need to be in order to get to the place that you want to and ultimately end up at? So it's gonna be different for everybody. But what I've started to do is I've kind of already written down how I feel that I'm perceived, how I feel that I'm viewed, how I feel that I show up in the world. what I bring to the table versus what's taken from that table. And from there, I kind of jot down, okay, well, that's where I'm at now, but this is kind of where I want to be. These are the things that I want to be seen as. These are the things that I want to be recognized as or for. So let's kind of figure out those building blocks that are going to help get me there. And I also kind of worked those goals down even further, right? To get a little bit more minute and a little bit more specific. I had like these things that I wanted to be perceived as, but then I also had other like hard goals. I categorized all my goals in a way that some pertain to me as a person, some pertain to me professionally, some pertain to me financially, some pertain to me physically, emotionally. So all of those goals have different buckets and different categories, just depending on how I feel that I'm doing within those categories and how I feel I can improve on them. We'll get into that next week, but a lot of it touches on career, relationships, finances, physical health, mental health, well-being, really honing in on who I want to be at the end of the year 2025. Because you're probably wondering why I haven't necessarily done that video already. Like, Julia, it's already the first week of January. It's already past the new year. If you don't make your vision board now, you're never gonna do it. Wrong. Because let me kind of show you where I started, okay? For 2024, I really kind of went into what my current, like this is just pertaining to career, right? Social media wise. So in terms of where I'm currently at, I kind of jotted down what are some things that I'm known for or perceived as within our social media community or in the internet or just in the real world. So I have big sister energy, self-confidence, relatability, fashion and style, hair, beauty, skincare, creative direction, marketing, brand marketing, and photography. But I'd like to kind of reorganize those a little bit. And so I kind of reconfigure that to what I want to be known for as going into the new year. Self-confidence, big sis energy, which I think is just key because that's kind of my entire brand, being there for people and loving people the way that they are and helping them be the best versions of themselves. That also makes them happy. That's what I want. When you come to my page, I want you to know that Julia is a safe space. She's not going to judge me. She's not going to criticize me. And if there's something that I need, she will always be there to help me do it or help me get there. The second thing I have on here is creative direction. It's on my list for 2024, but it was pretty low, if you notice. I kind of geared it towards the bottom because realistically I post way more fashion content than anything else. So it wasn't fair for me to put creative direction so high up, even though that is what I do. Which means I have to showcase more of it and show more of the process and just really give you guys that lens into what it is that I do because I don't post enough of that. So that includes photo shoot executions and BTS and things like that. I also added building a business on here because that's something that I'm kind of working on myself. It's not something that I'm very vocal about because I try to move silently in terms of certain things that I do or certain decisions that I make, but you already know the ultimate goal is to own a studio one day. So I can just have my creative agency and run it out of my studio. And then when I'm not working or shooting, I can just rent it out to other people. But that's kind of step one. That's kind of where I want to be. That's what I put on here in the building the business is going to be me achieving that. And phase one of that was buying my first real professional camera. I've had many professional cameras previously, but they've all been thrifted, used, or they belong to the company that I was shooting for at the time. Now I have my own. It's my very first investment piece. So this was like $2,000. Luckily, I already had a lens, so I didn't have to get a new lens. I just had to get the body, but it will be a write-off for taxes. So it was the first big girl purchase of my LLC. And that was kind of phase one for me of building a business. I also added the entrepreneur lifestyle that kind of goes back into the previous point, plus fashion and personal style, because that's not something I'm going to be gearing away from, but I want to be more intentional. So not just get ready with me today, but teaching people how to style certain things or how to build their own personal style. That is a question I get asked a lot of. Whether it's like, how did you become so stylish or how do you learn how to put outfits together? And I want to kind of teach you and relay that to you in terms of how I do it. And then obviously hair, beauty, skincare, photography, and videos. I did put that on here as well. I'm not really in the business of like teaching people how to photograph or teaching people how to shoot, but it's more so just like a look behind the scenes of how I do it. And then I added medium wellness in here in quotation marks. The medium is because as much as I would love to be a wellness girly, get in the gym every day, have my mental right, drink my bone broth every morning, realistically, like I know that's not gonna happen for me. As much as I would love to be that girly who has all of her cards of her house in order, I just don't. Medium wellness is kind of where I need to live. Where like, yeah, we work out here and there. Like we make sure to eat kind of like clean and stuff, but I'm not sticking to this crazy routine. It's really based on what's gonna make me feel good and what's gonna make me feel healthy. And for me, that is medium wellness. Okay, but we'll get into all of that in the next video when we make our vision board together. But for now, let's get into this haul. So I went to Target and TJ Maxx. I went to Target first and then TJ Maxx after. So I'm just gonna grab things from the bag and whatever comes out, comes out. When it came to Target, all I really needed were razors. That's really it. Immediately starting with 2 new lip glosses. I had no idea that e.l.f. came out with some shimmer ones of the e.l.f. Glow Revival Lip Oil. I love this lip gloss, so to know that they had a shimmer one, I had to get 2. They had like these other pinky shades, but I wasn't really feeling the pinky shades, so I went with these brown ones. Crystal Baller and Choco Luxe. You see that? Oh, you see that? So the shimmers in here are so pretty. I've already tried this one on, that's why it's backwards. Let's try on this other one because I don't want to wait. Gorge. Gorgiana. Gorgelina. Gorgeranoni. Damn, that glitter is you can see that glitter. You could see that glitter. You see that? That is glittery. Dang, I have so many discoloration and splotches on my face. Please ignore them. That's really nice. That would be like a really good topper for, you know, like a festive lip. This one is more neutral. So like if you're wearing a mauve shade, kind of like I am underneath this other color, you can top it with that and that would be good. So if you know me, you know about my bleach stained towels. Don't ask any questions because we're not answering any of that. But all we know is I have a lot of bleach towels and they're gonna stay that way, okay? I know it's from my skincare, hair care, whatever. They get bleached every other day. I try to avoid doing it. I try to be careful, but literally every single towel in my house is bleached. We had to buy new ones and these ones were in the same green that's like literally all over my house. My rugs, my decor. I had a phone case this color once, like this sage green. It's just so pretty. All right, and then these honestly look like high quality pillows. These are actually from TJ Maxx. We're getting into TJ Maxx, but they're Eddie Bauer, and they were only $9. En serio. So I just know they're gonna be good towels, and they're gonna be cutesy, and they're gonna match my house, and we love that. The next thing I got, these are actually from Target. I've been looking for a cheetah shoe for a minute now. I don't know if I wanted cheetah heels, cheetah sneakers, cheetah flats, but I wanted some sort of cheetah on the patitis. This is what I found, girl. Look at these kitten heel cheetah shoes, cheetah heels, kitten cheetah heels. So cute, so cute. Look at that tiny little heel, so discreet, so classy. So nasty and so rude, and they're just so cute. They're like a cute little satin. Definitely going to style these and I cannot wait. These I didn't get at Target or TJ Maxx, but they came in the mail and I got the mail, so that counts. But it's jewelry. I've been very much into mixed metals, and if you don't like mixing metals, grow up, okay? If you're sticking to one or the other, it's time to step into the new era of your life. It's 2025. We're mixing metals, okay? Starting with how freaking cute. They're like teardrop earrings. They're a little bit more like asymmetrical. Love. They are from Lovejoya. I think I got those on Amazon. I love this brand. They're called Stay Golden. They're based in Hawaii, but all of their jewelry is gold plated, silver plated, so it never tarnishes. This gold pendant I have on right now is from them, and literally I wear it every single day in the shower, including. Has never discolored, has never turned green, has never rusted. So I really do love their jewelry if you're looking for a place to get affordable, good jewelry that's not gonna turn your skin green. We're mixing metals, obviously. Look how cute. Come on, tell me that's not the cutest little bracelet you've ever seen. Gold on top and silver on bottom? Yes, please. We're gonna pair that with this other bracelet from Pavoy. How cute. Imagine them together. Hold on, you don't have to imagine because I got it right here. Yes, girl. It's like a little sandwich, little gold sandwich. And that's what I'm talking about. So when people say, I don't want to mix metals, you mean you don't want to look fabulous? What, why? And the last piece of jewelry that I got, these are from Lillian White. I'll put links to all these things down below. How cute. They're silver and gold too. We're just silver and golding it up. I've been using this water bottle for the past maybe year, 2 years or so. I got it from TJ Maxx originally, like in their water bottle section, but it has one of these like stupid lids that it just like goes on top, but this little black O-ring, she be moving. Opening and closing that bottle has become one of my worst nightmares. It hurts my hands. I'm scared I'm gonna break a nail one day. It shouldn't be that difficult to drink water. Sir, you guys know the Awala? Ochi wala wala, ochi bang bang. The water bottle, the Awala water bottle. I got a dupe. I got a fake one. So this is a Hydro Peak, which is the same brand as my other water bottle, but it has that. So I can just open and close very easily, very quickly. And she was 17 bucks, but I love the color. Literally matches my outfit right now. A nice pop of color in the blue, and it literally looks like an Awala bottle. Awala water. Awala bottle. And it's 32 ounces. So this one holds more water, but I'll probably drink out of this one way more frequently because that one pisses me off. Okay, and then the last thing I got, I'm so excited about. I'm literally so excited about this purchase because it's probably the closest I will ever get to owning an actual Bottega. Woo! How beautimous. She's gorge. She has the woven pattern like the Bottega, but she's a little like, it feels like neoprene. It's giving like a neoprene fabric, so it is a little bit stretchy. And at first I was like, well, is this neoprene tacky? Like, but like it even comes with a little bag, a little Bottega clutch. Once I put on my arm, tacky who? Tacky where? So cute. And it's the perfect size. It's like the perfect shoulder bag. Oh, I love it so much. And it does have like a crossbody strap, but it's like seatbelt fabric, and I didn't love that, so we're not using that. She's just so cute. Don't ask me where I got it though, because if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you Bottega. Bottega Veneta, if you've ever like to do a partnership, please know I'm available. I remember when the dumpling bag came out years ago, I almost crashed out because I wanted it so bad, but I knew I would never be able to afford it. I saw the other big woven bags that they have, and I was like, oh, how is it that I'm a Bottega girly without ever owning Bottega? Oh my god. Okay, last thing for sure. These last thing. Y'all know those UGG slippers? So I've been looking for some slippers for the house, right? I have some slippers now, but like they're so nasty and so rude. So I found some UGG dupes at Target. Is you for reals right now? Look at these. Look at these. They look so high quality. You can't tell me they're not Uggs. These are really like thick and sturdy, but not overly thick and sturdy to where they're uncomfortable. And compared to the freaking chanclas I'm wearing right now, compared to this garbage. Like a glove. And two things that I bought, but not from Target or TJ Maxx. I went to the Irvine Spectrum I went to Warby Parker the other day, and I've been wanting the Emma Chamberlain glasses for like a million years now. Pero like, mira, guess what arrived? Both of the pairs that I wanted, I got. They had a few other options there, but them glasses are still pretty pricey, so I only grabbed two. And I'm so excited. So the first pair, these are called the Tobias shades, but they're in like this beautiful green. I think it's called like sea crystal or something. How gorge. They're the perfect glasses. They're my favorite glasses ever, and I love this green color. I'm pretty sure my ears are lopsided because one is higher than the other. The Warby Parker frames are probably some of my favorite frames in the world because they're always so stylish. They're always so slim and cute, and they're not bulky. They're very lightweight too, so they don't often fall. Because I do also have these I've owned from Warby Parker for a while. These are called the Sutton, but I like these better. I don't know if it's the shape. It's the shape because these don't go above my eye and these ones do. Super cutesies. The second pair, Miss Emma, you did your thing, cause these slap it. These are very much out of my comfort zone, and it's very much like, it's not a pair of glasses that I would normally gravitate towards, but we are trying new things. We are pushing ourselves out of the boundaries of our comfort. We want to be looking poppin' and stylish, and I already knew that these shades would be the pop of color or the pop of fun in like every outfit, all right? Yes, girl. Yes. Edna Mode. This is giving smart bad bitch from the chem lab, okay? This is like a pair of science goggles, pero make them fashion, make them style, make them chic, but make it still protective eyewear and PPE.